Hello and welcome to my full ship tour of the world's only remaining ocean liner, Queen Mary 2. Queen Mary 2 was christened and became Cunard's flagship in 2004, at which point she was the largest and most luxurious passenger ship the world had ever seen. The cruise industry and subsequent competition has grown considerably since 2004, so the big question is, does Queen Mary 2 still stand out from the crowd? In this video, we are going to start our tour on Deck 2 and slowly make our way up through the ship. So grab your face mask and come on board with us and see what Queen Mary 2 has to offer. We start our tour in the Britannia Restaurant on Deck 2, a stunning two-tiered restaurant for guests in Britannia Club accommodation, which ranges from inside cabins through to balcony cabins. Art Deco themed, subtle lighting and great dishes make this a really special place to be on Queen Mary 2. Heading out of the Britannia Restaurant on Deck 2, you'll find the photo gallery on the left, and just opposite on the right you'll find a Cunard favourite, the Golden Lion pub. With great music acts, traditional British ales and great pub dishes like fish and chips and chicken tikka masala, the Golden Lion is not to be missed. More than 18 months out of service and we're off, but for us, let's continue with the tour on Deck 2 in the Grand Lobby, and what a lobby it is. The Grand Lobby is located midships on Deck 2 and 3. On Deck 2 you'll find the Purser's Desk, the Tours Desk and the Empire Casino. Blackjack tables, roulette wheels, fruit machines, they've got it all. You can even buy scratch cards from the desk. This is the tour office. This is where you can book those all-important shore excursions. Located forward of Deck 2 and 3, you'll find the Royal Court Theatre, playing everything from West End style shows to comedy acts. We wasn't a big fan of the theatre. The swivel chairs and drinks tables plonked in between the bench seats allowed for little legroom and made it difficult for people to access seats at the beginning of a show. No point in having drinks tables anyway if bar service is suspended and drinking in the theatre is prohibited. Continuing on with the tour, there are so many places on board this ship allowing you to catch some peace and quiet and read a book, play a game or just take in the sea views with a cup of tea or something stronger. Those who have sailed on Queen Mary 2 will know that she has the most mind-boggling layout and interior design ever. Just like here, we're on Deck 3L, which is somewhere between Deck 2 and 3, but in the middle of nowhere if you're anywhere but the aft end of the ship. We're now on Deck 3, and at the forward end you'll find the bulkheads lined with Cunard's history and all of the famous stars through the early and mid-20th century whom sailed with Cunard and on board their famous ships, including but not limited to Fred Perry, John F. Kennedy, Winston Churchill, Frank Sinatra and Audrey Hepburn. Our next stop is Illuminations, Queen Mary 2's very own planetarium. It is one of the most impressive venues at sea and one that everyone should experience. On our cruise we saw the show Worlds Beyond Earth, a spectacular show all about the celestial bodies beyond our planet and highlighting how delicate Earth is and why it is so important we protect it. As amazing and incredible as it was, it's a pity it wasn't in 3D. Unsurprisingly, this is a very popular venue on board, and seats must be booked through the Cunard My Voyage app. However, be sure to book it as soon as you step on board, as seats go really quickly. Heading out of the Planetarium, you can see that there's some more seats to read that book or just take in the sea views. On deck 3, you can access the first tier of the Royal Court Theatre. On deck 3, inside the grand lobby, you'll find a selection of designer boutique stores, including Michael Kors. This is the Michael Kors shop, selling everything from handbags to sunglasses. The prices here are much more competitive than what you get on a UK high street. This is the store to buy those bottles of duty-free alcohol and cigarettes. Prices here are really competitive, and the selection is vast. Next door you'll find the perfume and cosmetics store, selling a wide range of designer fragrances and cosmetics, including a whole Jo Malone section. And next door to that, you'll find a small sunglasses shop and a jeweller's selling more affordable watches and jewellery with brands such as Tissot, Rotary and Citizen. This is the fashion store, selling well-known fashion brands including Radley, Barbour, Montblanc, Thomas Sabo and Pandora. This is the Cunard souvenir shop, and it has serious variety. You can bag yourself Cunard merchandise ranging from gilets, jumpers and coats to biscuits, mugs and full-on afternoon tea sets. We're now in Sir Samuel's, the coffee house on board Queen Mary 2. Named after the company's founder Sir Samuel Cunard, this is where you can nip by for a Costa coffee and a couple of Godiva chocolates. Or why not try the Godiva afternoon tea? At the Godiva stand, you can either buy chocolates to eat with your coffee or buy to take home as gifts. We've now reached the chart room, a stunning cocktail bar featuring a variety of music acts, stunning sea views and luxurious seating. The cocktails are pretty amazing too. This is Queen Mary 2's very own champagne lounge, where you can sample the comprehensive collection of Laurent Perrier's premium champagnes. If you find the grand lobby as stunning as I do and can't resist taking another peek, there's always the option of the Britannia Club inward-facing cabins looking right into the heart of the ship. Here on deck 3 aft, you'll find the top deck of the stunning Britannia dining room. Stepping back into the corridor, we're going to make our way to the Queen's room, and you're going to see another example of Queen Mary 2's quirky and slightly irritating design. Yes, you have to walk down a deck, through the art gallery, and then up a deck to get to the Queen's room. We're now inside the Queen's room. Experience the grandeur of the largest ballroom at sea and the social hub on Queen Mary 2. This is also where they serve the famous Cunard afternoon tea. This is G32, Queen Mary 2's very own nightclub. This is the place to enjoy your favourite drink and dance to the sounds of the live DJ and resident band. We're now going to head up to deck 7, which is the Promenade deck on Queen Mary 2, but just before we do, see if you can spot the dolphins. Located all the way forward on deck 7 is the gym, where you can find a vast array of exercise equipment such as treadmills, cross trainers, rowing machines and weights. Also on deck 7 at the forward end is the spa, which includes a nail and beauty salon, a hair salon, a thermal suite and a hydrotherapy pool. However, unfortunately, these facilities were closed during our cruise, which was very disappointing. As you walk out of the spa area, you'll find the Corinthia Lounge, a relaxing venue offering light bites by day and small plates with entertainment in the evening. We've now reached the newly renovated King's Court Buffet. It offers an extensive range of dishes throughout the day and well into the night. In terms of quality, the food here is some of the best I've had from a cruise ship buffet. I'm not used to a buffet restaurant being on deck 7 though. It might take some getting used to for an experienced cruiser. As you can see, there is no shortage of seating in the King's Court Buffet, and it's nice that they even lay a table for you. Makes a change from a tray and a plastic plate like you get with some cruise lines. As a guest in a Princess Grill suite, you may choose to dine at the Princess Grill restaurant for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Whatever the occasion, you'll always feel special with personal and impeccable service. There's no need to book, you just turn up between 6:30pm and 9pm of an evening and the maitre d' will find you a table. As a guest in a Queen's Grill suite, you'll enjoy a remarkable dining experience here at the Queen's Grill restaurant. Whether it's for breakfast, lunch or dinner, you'll savour flawless service and impeccably prepared dishes ranging from exquisite contemporary creations to Cunard classics. Enjoy the daily menu or go a la carte, it's your choice. And just opposite the Queen's Grill restaurant, you'll find the Grills Lounge, the perfect place for that pre-dinner drink if you're fortunate enough to have a suite. Just before we take a wander around the Promenade deck, I'd just like to mention that there's also the King's Court Speciality Restaurant, whereby a section of the buffet serves an a la carte menu at $25 per head. There's also the Chef's Galley, serving pasta and pizza right in front of you at your request. Now we're going to do a full lap of QM2's Promenade. Running down the left side of the superstructure, you can see QM2's glass lifts which run from deck 7 to 11. Yes, she's still a big girl. 3 laps is equal to just over a mile. Overlooking deck 6, here you can see one of Queen Mary 2's swimming pools and hot tubs. Well, they've seen better days. They don't scream luxury to me, Cunard. If you're seeking an alternative dining option, then the steakhouse at the veranda offers a sublime experience, whether it's for lunch or dinner. serving a variety of different steaks, seafood and other dishes to please fusspots like me. The food and service at the veranda is one of the best meals I've had at sea. It's just a pity they charge $45 a head, which is the most expensive speciality restaurant I've ever been to on a cruise ship. We're now going to run all the way forward to the end of Deck 8, and this is where you can find the stunning library. It's not just beautiful, it's the largest library at sea. It has more than 10,000 books and boasts 700 square feet of silence for you to read. If you don't have a smartphone but need to go online, you can use these computers here in the library for an extortionate $15 for 30 minutes use. Hopefully you've got a good pension. Just adjacent to the library, you have the QM2 bookshop. Here on Deck 8 you'll find the Marille Salon, which is part of the spa we've already shown you on Deck 7. Succumb to the charms of this magical bar, which takes pride of place overlooking the forecastle of the ship. We were lucky enough to try the most sensational cocktail here, called All-Consuming Passion, but at $34 for 2 cocktails, it also consumed all of our money. Churchill's Cigar Lounge on Deck 9 offers an extensive selection of fine cigars, rare cognacs and vintage single malts. Cigarette smoking is prohibited. This is the Atlantic Room, a games room, however it was closed for our voyage. Found forward of Deck 11, you'll find the observatory deck, giving you perfect views of her port and starboard beam, and when we turn around, you'll get stunning views over her forecastle. On Deck 12 at the midship lifts, you'll find a massive screen showing the ship's present position and her steamed track so far. This is the pavilion pool, with comfortable seating, changing areas, a bar and a couple of table tennis tables in the corner. This is the place to come on a day where the weather isn't great. It would just be handy if they took the nets off though. I can't help but feel that this is wasted deck space. I'm not on about putting some water slides or a go-kart track here, but a nice retreat or a sanctuary like you get on Princess would be nice. This is the private deck space for Princess and Queen's Grill guests. It's supposed to be luxurious. Celebrity must be rolling around on the floor laughing. It doesn't scream premium in any way whatsoever. Overlooking Deck A, you can see another couple of hot tubs and a swimming pool with a net on. Yes, there's a bit of a theme here. I have to say, I think parts of this ship are pretty worn. These steps are manky. Yes, the ship is 17 years old, but if we can go on Marella Explorer, which is 27 years old, and the decks are immaculate, then there's no excuse for this Cunard. Here you can find the kennels. There's even a lamppost and a fire hydrant to help them go for a piddle. Some more steps which could do with a coat of Danish oil. This is the tennis court. On deck 13 you'll find the lookout, which allows you to peek into the bridge through a glass screen. Yes, that was closed as well. So that was my tour of Queen Mary 2. We were really looking forward to our mini cruise to Cherbourg on QM2, not only because she is a stunning ship and I haven't been on her for more than 12 years, but because it was her first cruise since her world voyage was curtailed in Australia back in 2020 at the start of the pandemic. Unfortunately, our experience did not live up to our expectations for several reasons. Firstly, we were very disappointed that much of the facilities on board were closed for maintenance for the duration of our voyage, including the thermal suite and hydrotherapy pool in the spa, and all swimming pools and hot tubs with the exception of the pavilion pool on day 2 were also closed off. In addition, the Atlantic room was also closed and there were no showings in the Planetarium on our first and last day. For young people like us, it meant there was very little in the way of things to do, and in fact, we were pretty damn bored. If you didn't fancy line dancing, chair aerobics and guest speakers talking about serial killers, then you'd probably be as bored and disappointed as us. I left Queen Mary 2 feeling a bit concerned about Cunard as a company and very confused as to what she now stands for. Whereas other companies are developing and evolving their ship designs and onboard experiences at a rate of knots, Cunard have stayed very much the same. Cunard has always been about impeccable service, fine dining and luxurious surroundings, and I'm sorry to report that Queen Mary 2 failed on all of these. Service was no better than what we received on Princess, Marella and P&O this year. The dining which we had was pretty mediocre, and as for luxurious surroundings, well, you be the judge. If Cunard are choosing not to follow and compete with the big cruise lines whom are evolving their range of onboard experiences and amenities and are choosing to focus on these 3 areas, then they need to do it well, because otherwise it leaves experienced cruisers like me walking away from Queen Mary 2 with little desire to book my next cruise with Cunard. For a more in-depth review of our experience on Queen Mary 2, check out that video on our channel. If you've liked this video though, please give it the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for future cruise content. We'll see you next time.